What's going on, guys, and welcome to the channel. So before I start today's video, just wanted to remind you guys, if you want to help support the channel, check out the link in the description. Get yourself a decal. Every decal has a free entry towards the paint kit giveaway that I'm doing. So it's valued up to $400, so just check that out. But other than that, guys, I'm gonna grab some more parts today. We're gonna continue painting, working on my Mitsubishi, and gonna go ahead and get started. So here we go. Alright, guys, here are some of the extra parts for the Mitsubishi. I'm going to go ahead and grab these two fenders and wash them, and at the same time I'm going to be sanding them with 400 grit. I'm going to leave the bumpers to later. There's this piece right here for the front bumper that I want to cut it off, but if I do, it's going to leave a hole right there, so I want to throw some fiberglass from behind and then a little bit of body filler just to cover it up. That way I can have the bigger opening right there, but I'm going to do that separately. For now, I'm going to work on these two fenders, and for now. Alright, guys, so I washed the front fenders and the trunk, and I used 400 grit to sand them, so these are ready for paint. Over here underneath the trunk, I also went ahead and masked it just so I could have a clean line instead of just overspray. So these parts are ready for paint. The only thing I'm going to have left is just the front and rear bumper, but as I said, I'm going to do a little bit of body work on the front bumper, and other than that, we should be done. Several of you guys also asked me about the clear coat right here for this car, just my personal car. I went with the cheapest clear coat that I could find on eBay, which was about $75 for the Speedokote. This is the overall clear coat. And some of you guys asked me what I thought about it. And when I painted the car, I didn't really review the clear coat. I was just using it to paint it. It sprayed out really well out the gun. The gloss is pretty decent. I didn't have any problem spraying it. The only thing that I did find strange was right after I painted everything and I was cleaning my spray gun, I noticed that I was having a little bit of foam or something, like it was drying out right at the very tip on my spray gun. And over here, I was playing with these right now, but check this out. It looks like it was drying out too quickly. And the other day when I sprayed the car, it was actually cloudy, that I wanted to show you guys the car outside in the sun, but it was a bit cloudy, so it wasn't that hot either. And the activator that I'm using is a medium speed, so it should have been fine. Here's the other fan right here. So you see this? That's what was happening. So I just found it a little bit strange. It didn't affect my paint job. Everything came out all right. It came out pretty decent. So that's the only thing. Right now I'm going to change out the filters. And here are some of the replacement. So these are the ones that I use just to capture some of the overspray. So I usually use Flanders or the Purolator. The only thing with the Purolators, these are like cotton, and they capture more overspray for sure. but you know, I'm using just like those squared fans. So anyways guys, so I'm just gonna go ahead and swap out these filters with like these old ones to some new ones, and put them out in the garage door, and go ahead and make some paint. Here's a custom paint. This paint was just leftover paints that I mixed together, and I created this color that I'm spraying my car with. And the clear coat was about $75, so I'm doing everything myself. So my car is like a $75 spray job, you know, paint job, spray paint, whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and just swap out those filters, get everything ready, and I'll cut you guys back in once we're ready to paint. Here's the color. I reduced it on a 2:1. Alright, and here's why you should always use a filter before adding the paint to your spray gun. There's little specks of, that's usually paint that dried out around the lid. So when you open the lid, it falls inside the paint. So that's where it comes inside to your spray gun and onto your paint, onto your panel. So it's always a good idea to use a filter. Alright, on this one, using between 22 and 24 psi. For the clear coat and for the clear, this one mixes on a 4:1 ratio and a 5% reducer. That's optional, and it says 2 full wet coats. So I already mixed up the clear over here, and I mixed it on a 4:1. So I added it all the way to number 4 with clear, and then filled it up to the second number 4 with activator. So that gives us a total of about 20 ounces. So a 10% reducer would be 2 ounces and a 5% would be 1 ounce. So if I wanted to add reducer, it'd be 1 ounce of reducer. So just a splash. So we're ready. I'm gonna go ahead and just add this to the spray gun, and we'll start spraying the clear. I'm gonna spray the clear at the same 24 psi. Alright, so this is the first coat with that Speedokote. It's an overall clear. Right now we'll come back with the second coat. It says 2 full wet. So this is yeah, it's medium wet, but it's the first one, so I don't want the clear to drip. But it looks really good. Looks really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue with the second one. Alright guys, so here's the Mitsubishi once again with the fenders already. They're just installed. I didn't put the bolts on. I just wanted to see how it looked, and you know, the colors match and everything, so no problems there. I took out the wing, and that one's ready to go back on over here on the trunk. So once it dries a little bit more to where I can handle it, you know, like grab it and, you know, I'll install it, and I'll install the wing. The hood has already been painted, but I'm still gonna paint it again, and the roof with that black crystal diamond. As for the front and rear bumper, I just need those are the last two pieces that I need to paint in this color, and there's still enough paint left for that. Like I said, I'm gonna do a little bit of work on the front bumper. The rear bumper is just a little but I'm just gonna paint it and install it as is. So it's gonna be it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Check out the description, and you know, if you want to help support the channel, you know, check out that link, get yourself a decal, and remember, every decal gets free entry towards a paint kit giveaway valued up to $400. So just check it out, and thank you so much once again, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.